She built $1 billion empire with her bare hands until her own husband stole it all. Now Evelyn Shaw cleans toilets in the building she once owned, hiding in plain sight. But when she finds a struggling single mother coding after hours, she makes a silent vow this time, revenge won't be hers alone to take. The boardroom smelled of imported leather and betrayal. Evelyn Shaw, 67, sat perfectly still as her husband's voice cut through the silence. After reviewing concerns about Evelyn's declining capacity, Robert said, avoiding her gaze, the board has decided to change his Nezuch series. Her own company, Shaw Innovations, the one she built from a garage startup while raising twins alone after Robert's first affair. Now he sat across the mahogany table in a $5,000 suit, dismantling her life with spreadsheets. The other directors, men she mentored, women she promoted, stared at their hands. Only Margaret Chen, her CFO of 20 years, met Evelyn's eyes. I am sorry, she mouthed. Evelyn's knuckles whitened under the table. She postponed knee surgeries for investor meetings, skipped her granddaughter's ballet recital to secure the Tokyo deal, all while Robert played golf with venture capitalists. The failed Neuralink launch Robert began would be harmed children, Evelyn interrupted, her voice steady as a surgeon's hand. I pulled it to protect our name. Robert slid a termination agreement toward her. Signatures, please. The vote was unanimous. Even Margaret raised her hand, tears glistening. Such courage, a woman Evelyn had once helped pay for nursing school, gestured to the door. Evelyn stood slowly, adjusting her pearl necklace. Keep the penthouse, she whispered. But remember who wired its lights. Outside, rain soaked her Chanel suit as she stared up at the glass tower bearing her name. Robert's face already glowed on the digital billboard. New CEO. A limo pulled up, but she waved it away. Let them watch me walk, she thought. At the bus stop, she opened her clutch. Inside a janitor's uniform ID. Raymond Services, she smiled. They'd taken her title, but not her cunning, or her master key. The service elevator hummed as Evelyn rode it upward, mop bucket rattling beside her. Raymond Services embroidered on her navy uniform a name as bland as the oatmeal they served in the cafeteria. She'd chosen the night shift deliberately. Fewer eyes, fewer memories. Until she stepped onto the 42nd floor, her old office. Now Robert's. She could still smell her perfume in the air vents. As she emptied his wastebasket, discarded loyalty pledges, crumpled stock reports, her fingers brushed a familiar object. Her grandmother's jade hairpin. Lost months ago, Robert had kept it. Trophy or taunt, she slipped it into her pocket. At 2:17 a.m., a sound stopped her near the server room. Not the usual hum of machines, soft singing. You are my sunshine, a lullaby. Peering through the door crack, Evelyn saw her, mid-30s, frizzy auburn hair escaping a ponytail. A sleeping baby monitor glowed beside her laptop, on screen lines of elegant code. Evelyn's breath caught. It was her old Project Guardian I abandoned when Robert demanded profit over ethics. But this woman had resurrected it. Better, cleaner. A post-it on her desk read daycare due Friday 1/200. Evelyn's chest tightened. She recognized that look, the exhausted determination of motherhood. The baby monitor crackled. Mama. A tiny voice whimpered. Shh. Sweetie, the woman whispered, typing faster. Mama's making magic. Evelyn retreated silently. Later, while scrubbing Robert's private bathroom, she found cigarette burns on the marble sink. His stress tells. She smiled, then froze. On the mirror, written in condensation, her nose, you here. But when she blinked, it was gone. Paranoia. Or a warning from Margaret? She snapped a photo of the Guardian I code with a burner phone. Time to learn about the woman in the server room, and why Robert hadn't fired her yet. Her name was Clara. Evelyn learned it from a discarded paycheck in the break room. Clara Reyes, junior developer. Google filled in the rest. Single mother, eviction notice last month. Top marks at coding bootcamp. Robert hired her as diversity optics. Evelyn's fist clenched. She knew talent when she saw it. Clara's code wasn't just good, it was visionary, but flawed. Evelyn waited until 3 a.m. when Clara left to pump breast milk in the makeshift lactation closet, a supply closet with a folding chair. She slid a note under Clara's keyboard. Page 47, memory leak invalidation layer. Fix the recursion before testing. No signature. The next night she left another brilliant encryption framework. But corporate firewalls will flag it. Try hashing the keys. Clara stared at the notes, then laughed to her baby monitor. Ghost Granny at it again. Mia. Evelyn's throat tightened. Granny, she hadn't seen her grandkids since the coup. One night, disaster struck. Clara's code crashed, erasing hours of work. She slumped against the wall, milk stains on her shirt. I can do this, she whispered. Evelyn acted without thinking. She pushed her mop bucket into the room. Try running it through a sandbox first, she mumbled, avoiding eye contact. Clara froze. You understand code? Evelyn feigned confusion. My grandson games. But Clara's eyes narrowed. Bull, that is enterprise-level Java. Panic flared. Then Clara grasped her hand. Teach me. For weeks, they met in the janitor's closet at 1 a.m. Evelyn disguised lessons as cleaning tips. Think of firewalls like stain remover, penetrate gently. Clara blossomed, until the night Robert appeared in the doorway, holding Evelyn's handwritten notes. Found your little mentorship program, he sneered. Both of you fired. Security escorted them out separately, Clara sobbing, Evelyn silent. At home. Evelyn stared at her blank TV, Clara's final words echoing, I just wanted Mia to have a better life. Her burner phone buzzed a news alert. Shaw Innovations data breach, millions of patient records leaked. Robert's face dominated the screen. We've identified the culprit, he declared. Camera flashes illuminated Clara's employee badge. Tragic case of a desperate single mother. Robert sighed. Evelyn's coffee cup shattered against the wall. He framed her. She dug through old boxes, fingers finding a USB drive taped inside her wedding album. Insurance, hospital records, offshore accounts. Robert's second family in Zurich. She called the only ally she had left. Margaret, it is Ev. I need a press pass. 3 hours later. Evelyn, wearing a blonde wig and Margaret's press credentials, sat across from Clara's crumbling apartment. The baby wailed inside. Miss Reyes, Evelyn said through the door. I can prove your innocence. Clara cracked the chain. You are not a reporter. Evelyn removed the wig. Clara's eyes widened. You read the ghost in your code. Evelyn finished. She handed Clara the USB. This ends tonight. They worked until dawn, Evelyn dictating while Clara hacked Robert's cloud backups. At 5:17 a.m., they found a video of Robert selling Neuralink data to a foreign biotech firm. He used my code to hurt people, Clara whispered, horrified. Evelyn gripped her shoulder. Now we use it to heal. They uploaded everything to Twitter, Reddit, encrypted emails to every board member. As the sun rose, Evelyn made one final call to her granddaughter, Lily. It is Grandma. Tell your brother I am coming home. The courtroom erupted as Robert's bail was revoked. Evelyn watched from the back row, Clara squeezing her hand. Outside, reporters swarmed. Mrs. Shaw, will you reclaim your CEO title? Evelyn smiled, adjusting her pearls. I am retired, she nodded to Clara, who stepped forward, baby Mia on her hip. Meet Shaw Innovations' new toe. Applause faltered as Mia babbled into the microphone. Clara laughed. Sorry, future CEO is practicing. That night, Evelyn stood before her rebuilt company. Not in a boardroom, but in a sunlit community center. Shaw Foundation gleamed on the door. Inside, single mothers coded at donated laptops while their children played in a nursery Evelyn designed. Clara approached, holding 2 coffees. He offered a plea deal, she murmured. 20 years. Evelyn sipped her coffee, watching a young mother debug an app that matched foster kids with families. Good. Clara touched her grandmother's jade hairpin now nestled in Mia's curls. Why not take the company back? Evelyn smiled. I have something better. She gestured to a wall of photos, women who'd found jobs through their program. Legacies aren't built in corner offices, Clara. They rebuilt in basements and daycare centers. Months later, Evelyn sat knitting in a rocking chair as Mia toddled toward her. Gaga. The word melted her. Clara snapped a photo, Evelyn's first company portrait in years. That evening she uploaded it to LinkedIn. Caption: current title Grandma. Equity 100.0% joy. As notifications exploded, Evelyn silenced her phone. Outside, the Shaw Foundation sign glowed, illuminating raindrops like diamonds on glass. Robert's tower still stood across town, but its lights had never looked dimmer.